If you are listening to this, it means you have survived another day. You have navigated chaotic currents of the world. You have answered your responsibilities and carried the invisible burdens that come with a mature life. You have worn the armor that the world demands of you. But right now, in this quiet space, the armor is no longer required. You can unbuckle it. You can set it down by the side of your bed. The room around you is dark or dimming. The world outside is slowing down. Yet, as you lie there, your mind might be still running with relentless noise. We are bombarded with notifications, deadlines, expectations, and the silent, heavy pressure of wondering if we are doing enough, if we are enough. As the body tries to rest, the mind often chooses this exact moment to replay the day's mistakes. It asks you about tomorrow's problems. It drags you into the past or flings you into an uncertain future. Tonight, we are going to step off that treadmill of worry. For the next few minutes, give yourself permission to simply exist. You do not need to solve any problems tonight. You do not need to fix your life in the next few minutes. The universe has been running perfectly fine for billions of years without your late night worry, and it will continue to manage tomorrow. One of the greatest exhausting forces in adult life is the weight of outcomes. From the moment we wake up, we are obsessed with results. Will this project succeed? Will my finances be secure? Will my family be safe? Did I make the right decision? Did I make the right choice? Did I make the right impression? This constant calculation of the future creates a static, low-feel anxiety. We carry this anxiety into our beds, turning our pillows into a battlefield of what ifs. To this tired, calculating mind, Krishna offers a profound message. Karmanye vadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phala heturbhur mate sangostva karmani. Arthat, your right is to the action alone, never to its fruits. Do not let the results of action be your motive, nor should you be attached to inaction. Your action, the effort you put into your day, the kindness you showed, the work you completed, that belonged to you, and you have already done it. The sun has set on today's actions, but the outcome, the fruits, the way the world reacts to your efforts, those belongs to a million variables outside of your skin. It belongs to time, to circumstances, to the grand interconnected fabric of the universe, and to Lord Shri Krishna. When you lie awake worrying about tomorrow's results, you are attempting to control the uncontrollable. You are trying to live in a future that does not yet exist, while abandoning the present moment, which is the only place where peace resides. Think of your life as a voyager on a ship. Your duty is to steer the wheel, to tend to the sails, to tend to do your best with a compass. That is your karma. But the wind, the waves, the hidden currents of the deep ocean, those are the fruits. A wise captain does not stay awake at night screaming at the ocean to behave. The captain ensures the sails are set, and then they sleep, trusting the ocean to the vastness of the sea. O Partha, realize that you have performed your duties for the day. Whether they were performed perfectly or imperfectly does not matter right now. The day is done. By carrying the anxiety of the fruits into your bedroom, you are robbing your body of the rest it needs to perform tomorrow's actions. Give the fruits back to the universe. Let go of the illusion that you are the sole author of your destiny. You are a participant in a grand cosmic play. Breathe out the heavy burden of results. Breathe it out. Repeat to yourself silently, I have done my part. The rest is up to Lord Krishna. As we let go of the future, look at the present. The modern world treats our minds badly and poorly. An angry comment from a colleague, a distressing news headline, an unresolved disagreement with a loved one, or the subtle, toxic envy triggered by looking at someone else's curated life on a screen. By the time night arrives, our minds are cluttered with the emotional residue of other people's opinions and societal noise. We feel fragmented, scattered, and deeply unsettled. Arjuna asked Krishna, how does a person live and remain unaffected by the storms of this world? Krishna's reply was Sthita Prajna, the anchored awareness, the person whose intellect is rooted in absolute stillness. He explains that the mind of a wise person is like an ocean. Every single day, thousands of rivers rush into the ocean. Massive torrents of water carrying mud, debris, chaotic currents pour into it from every direction. The rivers are loud, aggressive, and wild. Yet, what happens to the ocean? Does it overflow? Does it lose its boundary? Or does it become frantic? None of those. The ocean absorbs the rivers. It swallows the torrents, converts them into its own vast stillness, and remains completely unmoved. Its depth is so immense that the wildest river cannot disturb its core identity. Krishna says that is true awareness. The silent observer living inside you is that ocean. The thoughts drifting through your head right now, the anxieties about your age, career, relationships, health, they are just the torrents. They are loud, they are rushing, but they are just passing currents. The mistake we make is that we identify with the rivers. We think we are the storm. We think we are the anxiety. But Krishna reminds you, you are not the river, you are the ocean. When a worrisome thought enters your mind tonight, do not fight it. Do not build a dream. Do not try to build a dam to stop it, because fighting a thought only gives it more energy. Instead, look at the thought, acknowledge it, and say to yourself, this is the river of financial worry. This is the river of career problems. This is the river of self-doubt. And then let it flow into the vast, deep ocean of your consciousness. You are too deep to be destroyed by a single day of chaos. You are too vast to be undone by the opinions of mortals who are just as lost and anxious as anyone else. Your essential nature is peace. The noise of the world only skims the surface of your life. It can never touch the profound ocean floor of your soul. Sink down into that depth. Let the surface waves crash if they must, but choose to reside down where it is forever quiet, dark, and still. Aapuryamaanam achala-pratishtham samudramapaha pravishanti yadvat tadvat kamayam pravishanti sarve sashanti mapnoti na kami. Arthat, he alone attains peace into whom all desires and thoughts flow as rivers flow into the ocean, which, though continually being filled, remains unmoved, and not the man who stumbles after those desires. True peace is not the absence of thoughts. True peace is not a state where you magically have no problems, no responsibilities, and no desires. That is a myth. As long as we are alive, the brain will generate thoughts, will generate stress, will generate anxiety. Just as the heart beats and the lungs breathe, true peace is found when you stop stumbling after them. It is found when you stop chasing every single wave that rises on the surface. Imagine a mountain. The wind blows against the mountain. Sometimes it's a gentle breeze. Sometimes it's a violent thunderstorm. Does the mountain move? Does it shift its position because the wind is angry? No, it stays rooted. It always stays rooted. Let your awareness be the mountain. Let the thoughts of the day enter your mind, but do not pull them close. Do not entertain them. Treat them like strangers passing by your window in the night. You see them, but you do not invite them inside for a conversation. You do not owe your thoughts an audience at 2 o'clock in the morning. Krishna says, be the witness. When you become the witness, the mind begins to lose its grip over you. The mental chatter begins to slow down, realizing that the master of the house is no longer responding to its frantic calls. The muscles in your jaw loosen, the tension in your shoulders melt away. Your breathing becomes long, smooth, and deep. With every exhalation, you are sinking deeper into the bed. With every inhalation, you are drawing in the ancient, unshakable stillness of the universe. Peace is not something you have to manufacture or search for. It is what remains when you finally stop fighting the present moment. It is your natural state. In the modern world, we are taught that surrender is weakness. We are told that giving up control means defeat. We are conditioned to believe that we must carry the world on our shoulders, that we must be the protectors, the providers, the fixers, and the conquerors at all times. But Krishna preaches Sharanagati, absolute, unconditional surrender to a higher intelligence. Krishna tells to Arjuna, abandon all varieties of duties and just surrender unto me alone. I shall deliver you from all fears and sinful reactions. Do not grieve, O Partha. Surrender in this context is not an act of cowardice. It is the ultimate act of spiritual maturity. It is the moment when you realize, I am intelligent, but I am not infinitely intelligent. I am strong, but I am not infinitely strong. There is a cosmic force, a divine intelligence, a grand order that moves the stars, rotates the earth, digests my food, beats my heart without my conscious permission. Tonight, I hand the reins over to that force. Think of a small child who has spent the entire day playing, running around, falling down, getting hurt, and throwing tantrums. By the time night falls, the child is completely exhausted, cranky, and overwhelmed. So what does the child do? They don't try to solve their problems. They don't plan for tomorrow. They simply climb into their mother's or father's arms, bury their face in their chest, and completely let their body go limp. They surrender to sleep. They know with absolute certainty that they are safe, protected, and loved. They know that while they sleep, someone far bigger and wiser is watching over them. Tonight, you are that child, and Krishna is that eternal, loving presence holding you. You have fought well today. You have carried your griefs, your anxieties, and your ambitions. But the battle of the day is over. The sun has set. Krishna is asking you to hand over the ledger of your life to him for the night. Hand over your worries, hand over your broken relationships, hand over your financial struggles, hand over your fears, hand over your incomplete goals, and hand over all your fears and anxieties. Visualize yourself placing all these heavy boxes at Krishna's feet. See him accept them with a gentle, reassuring smile. He looks at you with eyes full of infinite compassion, eyes that have seen universes rise and fall. And he says to you, surrender unto me, O Partha. You do not need to hold the world together tonight. The universe will not collapse unto you if you close your eyes and let go. Trust the process of life. Trust the higher intelligence that brought you this far. You have survived even the worst of your days, not just through your own strength, but also because you were carried by grace. That same grace is here with you right now, in the silence of your room. Let your eyelids become heavy. Feel the deep, protective safety surrounding your body. You are safe, you are protected, you are deeply, unconditionally accepted just as you are in this very moment. Remember, O Partha, Shri Krishna is always with you. Hare Krishna.